morning to you. It must be 5 a.m. somewhere in the East Coast on this beautiful Monday, the 17th of May, because it's time for another Hardison's tip. I'm your host, Brandon Hardison. Glad to be with you and welcome. We do what we do to help all of our brothers and sisters in our vertical of what we call sales, whether it's major account, key account, up and down the street, in home sales, phone sales, retail in general, and automotive sales. So today I want to look at, while you're getting dressed, for our brothers and sisters that are in the retail industry. There's a lot that's been swirling around, especially the last month or 2 weeks, depending on what part of the country. But you are working for an anchor store. You are working in the strip mall. You're in retail as we try to figure out what we're going to do with the pandemic. So, if you were asked to name one thing that would help you increase retail sales, what would you reply? Now, there are probably hundreds of possible answers, but it's likely the following responses would feature near the top. More time engaged with customers, meaning more time they spend in your store. More people coming through the door. Sales is a numbers game. Knowing what customers actually want so we can turn the product and make more money. Getting to know customers and building relationships with them over time, because not only do you have customers, but now they come back 2, 3, multiple times. Being seen as a product expert in the community that you reside. What do all of these things have in common? Well, very simple. They all involve the store associate, you, having more interaction with your customers. Realtors have spent fortunes improving their store to create great, exceptional shopping experiences and environments to try to increase the time the customer stays in your store. Now, unfortunately, COVID 19 has negated all of that investment, at least for the short term. And now it's more difficult than ever to improve in store customer engagement, and you don't actually want to increase the time that the person stays in the store. So, what other ways are there maybe to improve this customer engagement while they're in your store? So, let's look at that. How pre and post store visits interactions are handled during this pandemic. So, what about interactions with customers before and after they visit your store? At the moment, most realtors restrict pre and post engagement with store staff to phone calls, but the voice call is flawed channel for a lot of reasons. Key among them is the modern consumer's aversion to making phone calls to anyone. When the manager wants you to call, the phone is often left unanswered because staff are busy dealing with in store customers, and the ensuing voicemail cannot be effective. So there's one hole that you can improve on. Hire some people that are just there to answer the phone, to respond to texts, to respond to questions when people go to your website. And if you don't have a website, you need to get a website. Other realtors prevent customers from contacting stores at all by forcing them to engage with a head office staff and have them inquired through social media. Assuming you've got good people working in your stores, this is a missed opportunity to improve the likelihood of a sale being made. If a customer is sent out a contact to that store but is routed to a call center, the high chances of frustration will grow and you'll be eliminated. So, retailing in a COVID context. Here's some experts. Here's what other people in your vertical are doing. And maybe some of these are some of the things that you can try. Consumers will be less likely to visit stores unless they're certain they're open and the products they're seeking are available. So if they're not in the store, can they get them online? But you need a website. Vulnerable customers who want to know how busy a store is before visiting will want to find out if there are any specific shopping times set aside just for them. Appointment center, one on one, face to face customer experience. That's another idea. Customers will be keen to check in, click, and collect their order if it's ready. Oh, but you have to have a website to do that, and then hire someone to man that website so that lead generation gets picked up right now. This is alarming in the retail business. It's going to be struggling depending on what state you're in coming into the near future, because as you do know, masks in many states are eliminated if they have been vaccinated. But until you get there, how are we going to have this customer engagement? So, the first thing that I will tell you is make sure if you don't have a website, get a website and then hire someone exclusively to make sure that they're on that website to take care of the guests. Now, we're going to look at this all week, so we have time, but you need to get on out the door and make it happen on this beautiful Monday, May 17th. Once again, Brandon Hardison, President of Champion Strategies, with our Hardison's tip for today. And as always, in parting, go make it a champion day.